We're doing things super fast and loose.
I gotcha.
Welcome to the quarantine.
Exactly.
Anybody about ready to like just lose their mind?
Nah, I was made for this.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
I was made for loving you, baby. Okay, maybe not that made. But yeah, no, I kind of miss going outside and talking to people. And going to restaurants.
But I got to I got to experience a little bit of this ahead of time because I was stuck in Michigan for 3 weeks, and Michigan kind of was shutting down before a lot of these other places, especially once I got back home. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully the airports weren't too bad.
Well, that's what got interesting. So I had a flight. So the initial plan was we were kind of up there. Me and the business partner I was with was up there working on these machines. We were doing 90-hour work weeks. It was insane. And so we were supposed to head out on Friday. Okay, and this is last Friday, basically. Well, the customer was a little delayed on a few things, and so they wanted us to stay longer to wrap up our stuff because they weren't letting us work on what we needed to. And so we're like, okay, that's fine. But as the days went on, it was getting more and more apparent 1 week ago that the situation was getting more and more interesting. And so when we missed Friday...
What kind of situation, like the actual situation or Mike the situation?
Yeah, sure. The situation in Michigan was a little bit ahead of...
It's different from the situation in Jersey, though, right?
That's a good question. So basically...
Did it look like a really buff man?
Oh, I see where you're coming from now.
Sorry.
Okay, I gotcha.
Dumb joke.
Yeah, buff man walking around. He was like, the situation is here. The situation is here.
Yeah. God, I hated that show.
It took me a minute to figure out what you were talking about. I was like, wait a minute, what? So the quarantining had already happened in Michigan, where the restaurants were shut down, all the gathering places were shut down, and so Friday had come and gone, and we were like, okay, we've got to get out of here at some point soon before the state decides to do something. And so I made the call, and I said, we're going to get out of here on Monday regardless. And so he had driven up in his car, which is a 10+ hour drive. I had flown up, and so I went ahead and got a ticket for Monday evening and told him to go ahead and plan to leave after lunchtime. Okay, so Monday rolls around. The governor of Michigan decides to close all non-essentials for 3 weeks, starting that midnight. Well, my phone immediately goes off with a canceled flight. And over the course of the next few hours, I have 5 canceled flights. And so I ended up calling my buddy who had come up, and I said, hey, wait up, I gotta come with you because I don't think I'm gonna be able to fly out of here. So I rode with him down to Chattanooga to be able to get back home.
I gotcha. Yeah, and that's kind of crazy though. All the flights are canceled.
Oh yeah, there's no telling when I would have gotten out of there. And I can only imagine what it was like for all the other travelers, that maybe, in between like connecting flights, and then they're stuck in an airport because they can't get to their next connection. And that would be horrible.
Yeah, my grandparents are kind of stuck in Arizona right now because they're from Jersey, and it's really bad there in New York and Jersey. So they're not sure if they should go back yet because my grandma's petrified of flying.
Yeah.
So like she can't get on the flight. She has to take the Amtrak back. So it's a difficult situation, and it really sucks because it's like everything's shut down. We're all barricaded in our homes. At least I had like a little social distancing party last night with a bunch of friends though. That was kind of fun.
What'd you do?
That's fun.
We just played Animal Crossing all night.
Oh,
nice.
But it's worth it. I mean, it's the new social norm. I'm glad Animal Crossing came out when it did, because now we can get our socializing done with very furry creatures. Actually, there's a lot of furry stuff coming out recently. I had that and Beasters, that anime. I don't know if any of you guys heard about that one.
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. It's by Studio Orange. They made a couple really good animes, but I just finished that one up on Netflix. It's really good. Highly recommended to watch that one if you guys haven't.
You guys watching the stream by any chance, or are you just on your
Yeah, we're
phone?
watching it.
Okay, cool.
I'm
I
trying
just-
to.
I just popped up.
I'm trying to find it. Where are you posting it at?
It's cross-posted on Saturn Dave and on SEGA Saturn SHIRO's page, and then I tried to
bit
share
low,
it a little
but-
bit here and there, but I figured you guys could help me out with the sharing or something.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
shared it out to
yep.
Shiro.
I see it now.
Our audio is kind of low. I see you peeking through the one lady with the Air Force hat on your friggin'.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh no, I see. Yeah, I know. I see you.
Okay, hold on. You're saying
I'm saying
your
the
guys' audio
audio
is
kinda
low?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me just check.
Okay, it's better now.
Oh no, your audio is great.
Okay, yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
I kind of hear us bleeding through your speakers sometimes, though. But
Oh really?
I thought, yeah, it sounded like a little bit. But
I might have
maybe
been
you guys-
monitoring. I might have been monitoring on my phone for a second, but I
That's
turned it
probably
off.
what it was.
Yeah. Let me know if you still hear that.
I'm liking that little goatee you got going on right there. A little
This-
evil villain
This
goatee.
little soul patch thing. No, this is just yeah, I don't know. I need to shave.
Looking like a villain from a 1990s cartoon.
Got the couch going on here though.
Oh yeah, the love seat. I saw that.
Nice and comfy.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say if I ever come down there, we can stream stuff, and then just give each other dead arms on the couch.
Inappropriate, Pat. That's
Ah. I
All
mean,
right.
what else would you expect?
What else would I expect from Pat? So
All I'm gonna do is punch your arm. I'm not like gonna.
oh yeah, this is a True Motion game. Shout out to Eric from True Motion. If you guys
Shout outs
didn't,
to Mr. Eric.
yeah, Mr. Eric is Amarez.
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, he did. He worked for True Motion. He was pretty much the brain behind that compression algorithm. So check out
It's
that
actually
Sega
Dr.
Saturn.
Eric Amarez.
Yeah, Eric Amarez.
Dr.
Mad
Eric
props
Amarez.
on that.
You forgot the doctor title.
By the way, I think it's really cool that a American game or Saturn game released by Sega of America came over with the original Japanese lyrics, you know, the original Japanese music, and then just had subs.
That
That's
is
kinda
kind of
cool.
interesting. It's
Yeah.
definitely a left. What year did this come out again? 97. right?
97.
Yeah, maybe they just got lazy at that point.
This game was huge in Japan. This game was absolutely huge. It had a movie, it had anime, it had comics, it had upright cab, arcade cab. Like,
Oh, nice.
this game had so much going on in Japan. And it's actually a really appropriate title to play, I think, because basically the cities have been completely evacuated, and they've sent in a couple like gang members to like duke it out in these like evacuated cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it always looked like a pretty interesting game. Like, I played a little bit and it was fun. I was bad at it, but it's fun.
See, I actually haven't tried this one yet, so this one's new to me.
So it's a weapons-based fighter, obviously. It's gonna take some cues from like the Virtua Fighter series, but obviously, and look at this. Look at all of the different options you have: free practice mode, aerial combat practice mode, portraits, movies, watch.
I
There's a
like aerial
watch
combat.
mode. There's a watch mode where you can literally just see the computer play the game and watch the movies and stuff. There's a time
That's
attack,
kind of cool.
a survival mode, which I think is
kind of the. I don't know if you guys would do this, but the movie, the game thing is on YouTube, where you just like watch the game, like all the cutscenes of the people playing it, like a little bit.
yeah.
Kind of like that sort of stuff.
So I'm gonna do normal difficulty. I'm probably getting my ass kicked, but you know, it's a fighting game. I'd get my ass
yeah.
kicked anyway. Match point 2.
Do
Normally
we have any
it's
fighting aficionados in Shiro? I think the only one I know is K.
Chaz
That's
is
really
good. I mean, I think Chaz is
Chaz
pretty
good.
good at these games. He did
I
a
got you.
pretty good job at Virtua Fighter, though you could spend forever trying to master these games. So I'm literally just going to get in and button mash. But the one thing that I did learn in a very short amount of time with this game is it helps to block. You know, because if you don't block, you just get your ass handed to you.
I mean, usually I just get my ass handed to me either way. Is there actually a block button, or is it like an actual block? You know,
move backwards, or yeah.
I think A is block.
Oh, I hate games like that. I'm always used to like the blocking being the back button. Like from every single fighting game I ever played.
Yeah.
Actually, Tekken is a little bit different, where you just don't press anything. But you know, Tekken.
A, yeah, so A is block. I'm gonna just test that out here.
Gotcha. It looks like you froze for me. Oh no, it's loading. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, and if you're not fast enough with that block button.
Yeah. So I'm actually playing a game while you're playing the game.
Really?
If that makes any sense. I am playing the Panzer Dragoon
I just
remake
got my ass
on the
handed.
Switch.
All right, we're gonna try that again. Here goes.
Oh damn, you're getting your ass whooped, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yoko, oh no.
The only problem with this, having my mic far away.
Far away.
The
Your mic's not that far away.
No, my mic's not far, but I have the gain turned up because it's not right up to my face, so you can probably hear my controller too. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to attack and block at the same time, and that's hard.
Yeah. Also, I don't know about you guys if you guys played the Panzer remake, but are you seeing any like? I've seen a lot of like slowdowns in the cutscene.
Oh, that's your keyboard, right?
No, that's Ben's. I have my mouse. Not my mouse. I'm dumb. I have the Switch Pro controller.
All right, I'm sure I could map block to a different button.
Oh, did you guys hear my keyboard? Do I need to silence that? Okay, got it.
What kind of keyboard?
Shit.
Mechanical
All
wise.
right.
I've got a mechanical Razor, so I like it pretty well.
I'm a fan of the Razor ones. I was always I use the MX Cherry Browns, so they're pretty.
Yeah.
The Cherry Browns and the whites are my favorite ones.
Nice.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so I might have to put it
Dave,
on easy.
Dave, you got this. Dave, you got it.
If you can give me any hints on how to do better at this, how to get good.
Actually,
I was doing much-
yes.
I was doing
I
much
can
better.
totally give you hints on this. So
I actually have a really good hint, Dave.
What's that?
yeah, me too.
Play better.
Play more games.
Okay.
Get good.
No. Okay. So when a guy is attacking, you block, and if he's not attacking, then you attack him and you'll hit him.
Right.
Perfect.
That's
You got this.
exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, it's all about that parry and dodge thing. Like, you know, was it flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee?
But I agree with Pat when he was saying that having back be block would make a hell of a lot more sense. And then you can't block against throws like that.
The thing is that it's I've always had issues because like just not snappy enough. So like you just like you have the button and it's like you let go of it, it's another button, and sometimes your button's not registering. So I was like the back button, just hold the back button once the attack's done, let go and just let loose. And
you know what I
mention, it's really good for charge characters too.
I can't block against throws like that. You know what I love about SNK, like the 2D SNK games, is that when you run forward, it's like really responsive. And here, I feel like I have to press forward like a couple times to actually get them to run forward and advance on the character.
No, I totally get that. Yeah, it's like you gotta rush them.
Man, as soon as I jump over him, he grabs me. Okay, so like, seriously, I don't know how to block against throws like that. This guy's owning me.
Hey, got a question for you, Dave.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, somebody just asked if the US version has the second disc that the Japanese version has.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, cool.
I don't believe so. But then again, they put a lot of that stuff on. They put a lot of content on the disc, whereas I think on the Japanese version they put a lot of that content on the second disc. What is going on here?
Let's see, great game. From Discord. Oh, Ubik. Who's Ubik? ATE4M. Is he on our Discord? Actually, I think that might be White. What's his name? White Fox.
I wasn't even looking.
Oh, it's cool. Actually, I don't know who that is. Yeah, what's your name? Yeah, there was Derek, I think.
Gosh. Okay, here goes.
What are you guys' favorite fighters on the Saturn? I guess if I should ask. Actually, I'll break it out, make it more complicated.
I've always
What's
liked
your favorite 2D and 3D fighter on the Saturn?
Oh, you made
Alpha
it more
3.
tricky. But
Alpha 2 or Alpha 3. I'm not. It's hard to choose between those two.
You know, actually, I really like Alpha 2 a lot.
Yeah, it's probably a little. It's not as feature rich, but it's probably easier to get into.
And afford, of course.
And afford. Well, yeah, that's part of the easier to get into.
Fair.
But I mean, a burn is really easy to get into, so I don't think anybody should not play Alpha 3 just because of the cost, you know?
I mean, you can also get it on other systems too, so it's not like Saturn only.
I may have also chosen one of the hardest characters because Yoko, she's Japanese, and usually in these games they make the Japanese character really hard to control, you know? And then they're like, oh yeah, the American character is like super easy,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah, it's like the dumb thing.
the dumb character.
The dumb character, like the Guile, even though Guile is actually really technical.
Ah, okay. I think the more that I do this, the better I'll get, probably.
I'm guessing for 3D
Maybe.
fighters on the Saturn, you guys would
Or maybe
probably go with a Virtua Fighter, or one of the variations.
Well, it's definitely one of the most polished.
Yeah, I
see,
think
I
I'm
always
gonna
like the
take-
2D fighters. The 3D ones I wasn't nearly as good or enjoyed as much as the 2D ones, but they're always interesting to watch because I feel like I've missed something.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy the 2D fighters. It's a
You
little
guys
bit less
actually might
complex.
be coming. You might be coming in through my speakers up there.
Gotcha.
I think I'm gonna check on that.
Yeah, but I would say, but yeah, actually, it's kind of funny. I have a controversial opinion where I actually think that I like Tekken a little bit better than Virtua Fighter. I know it's probably blasphemous on a Sega stream, but
No,
I
well,
like-
I mean, okay, the Tekken has its fans, you know, so that's something that's definitely not like too far out there.
I think the biggest thing is that I just didn't grow up with Virtua Fighter because none of the arcades I went to ever had it. There was always Tekken 3 or Tekken Tag Tournament.
I gotcha. See, the arcades that I had both, and so it was those as well as the Mortal Kombat. So, and then of course the Street Fighter. So you had all these 4 different style fighters, and everybody usually just kind of amassed around their favorites. Of course, for me, it was the Mortal Kombat caps. But the other folks, you know, you had your Tekken people, you had your Virtua Fighters, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, I could never really get into Mortal Kombat. I respect the game for what it is, but I was always a Street Fighter guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That plus my mom never let me play it, so maybe that has to do something with it.
Ah, what a shame.
I think the first real Mortal Kombat I ever got into was Deception on the GameCube.
Okay, yeah,
That
that's
was
a
a
good
really
one
good
to come
game.
into.
I always liked the story mode and stuff was kind of fun. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was more of a, you know, the Capcom Tekken guy.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I really like Virtua Fighter though. I think it's a really good game. So it's just when it comes down to it. Yeah.
I like the SEGA Saturn banner in the background on the building.
I know, isn't that cool?
That's actually kind
I
of
like
funny.
that too.
I like how it's the European version of it too.
Yeah, was
It's
it
like
the Japanese version? Was it the Japanese version in the Japanese release?
I don't know. Is this the European release?
No, this is the
It's the-
American release.
Oh, it's kind of weird they're using the European style one though.
It's just the long box. The American long box.
I guess I don't know. It looks like it's using the European, you know, the black background. I don't know.
All right, so I am getting used to blocking with the A button now. Oh, but she's so quick. It's like hard to... Ben, you're totally right about, you know, the whole parry thing, but you got to really get off the attacks quick with her because you have like a very small window.
Yeah. Any strategies for killing these worms in Panzer Dragoon?
Wait, which worms are you talking about?
You know those worms in the second level that jump out of the ocean?
If I could learn how to throw.
See, I think those are the ones that I keep the lock on kind of activated and then just kind of swirl it around my screen and let go.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I wasn't sure if there was like some strategy to that. Where it's like you just gotta keep hitting with your lock on lasers until they explode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's all good. I should really get into the Panzer stuff. I kind of want to go. I want to go through both of them, like the remake and the first one, because I never really played through the entirety of the first one. I feel like maybe a little bit here and there. So I kind of just want to sit down and actually play it. You know?
Yeah. One thing that I want to try on that remake is to adjust the sensitivity of the controls, and also try to use the modern controls to where it does the dual sticks and the triggers.
Yeah.
It's more challenging, but I think it's more appropriate to the control scheme that we have nowadays.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I actually like the classic one over the new one. But maybe it might be easier. I haven't tried it yet. Because like I tried it for a little bit. I tried on my Joy-Cons and I was not a fan of it. I had to turn down the sensitivity, but I'm using the Pro controller and it's a little bit easier.
Okay, I gotcha.
So yes, this game's a lot of fun. Probably a little bit better on the original one though.
I mean, it's probably open to personal taste at the end of the day.
No, I kind of want to. That's why I kind of want to go through both of them, because I mean I played here and there, but maybe it's like I don't know, one of those like I guess the what's that? I'm trying to think of it like I'm in the hype of it, I guess. So maybe I have to replay it to sort of get that down, you know.
See, to me, it's the style of game that it is, which is basically kind of like either Star Fox or Van Ark or, what other kind of games that have kind of a little bit of a lead on, where you can control your ship to go, but also it's in kind of on rails in a way. And so Panzer Dragoon really does fit that bill, and I'm not upset that the controls are a little bit more difficult in this remake, because it still is a style and a beautiful game that I just enjoy playing.
Yeah, actually, I kind of think it's a little bit more easier to control on this game than actually Star Fox 64 and actually any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's like, I don't know, I like the 360 aiming ability. So if you miss an enemy, kind of like Rez. I know it's kind of weird to compare it to Rez.
No, sure, yeah.
In that vein. Actually, no, it'd be an apt comparison. What do you think, Dave?
Comparing Panzer Dragoon to Rez?
And in terms of controlling the control style of it.
I mean, yeah, they're very similar on-rail shooters where you can turn around and look in all directions.
It's good stuff, though. I actually really like the on-rails games. I'm actually kind of sad that Star Fox, the new one that they had, didn't take off as much as I hoped they would.
True, although I think the one on the that latest one that we got, Star Fox Zero, I bet you that's going to have a cult following in a few years.
It probably is. It's kind of it has its. I think the biggest thing was the controls that really killed it for people.
Yeah,
and that's actually, it's kind of funny because I actually was saying that the new Panzer Dragoon would be really cool if it was compatible with those motion controls, like for the Switch. I know it's kind of a silly thing to say for some people, but I kind of like the idea of, I don't know if you guys ever played Lair on the PS3.
Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
Kind of like that, except good. So.
I love it.
But yeah, I just think it'd be kind of beneficial in a way. But
hey Ben, how do you throw in this game?
I'm honestly not sure. Let me look that up for you.
Or even how do you avoid throws in this game? That's the other thing is
usually it's a 2-button combo for that, isn't it? Like usually it's. Like
I'm sure, but I'm like trying all the things that I know from like Virtua Fighter 2, and it's not working. So it must have like a completely different control scheme.
So how do you guys feel that the last Bronx was sort of received in the West?
Not at all. Like it wasn't. I mean, I think Saturn fans like it, but I think that the general public didn't really get to see it. It didn't really get its due. I feel like it's a much better game than it got credit for.
No, I think I'd have to agree. It might be because I played it and it was still pretty fun. I think it just came at a time where it's like, oh well, there's like Virtua Fighter, all these other 3D ones. Trying to think, yeah, Tekken, Virtua Fighter. What was that one for the PS1? The PS1 where you can transform into or PS1 where you can transform into animals.
Throwing is A and B at the same time.
Throwing is A and B. Okay.
Yeah, but there's another one on the
Dude,
PS1.
he is just quick.
You can it's like the morphing ones where you can turn into like animals or creatures
Oh, damn it.
and fight. I see what the name of that was.
Also, you can throw a crouching opponent by pressing down A and B at the same time.
Nice.
Okay, A and B at the same time.
Yeah, that's when you're in close range. You can throw your opponent.
Well, I'm trying.
It might be one of those things where it's like you have to be like right up in his head box. I know, like Street Fighter, you have to be like super close to him.
He's doing a lot of sweeping the leg. Oh, and then when you get caught up in a throw, it really is like almost impossible to get out of.
Yeah, usually I notice when I play AI opponents, they're really susceptible to like leg sweeps. So usually if I'm having a hard issue, I'll just like keep leg sweeping them until they die. But I'm pretty cheap at fighting games, so. I was actually playing this new one with my roommate called Grand Blue Battle Versus or whatever.
I tried to throw him and he was
fun.
able to get around it. And then sweep again. Yeah, so maybe it would be easier if I were able to map the block to like the left shoulder. That would be probably... Yeah. No.
I'm having to look through this manual back and forth because they label the buttons as guard, punch, and kick, and not A, B, C, and so forth.
Oh god, I hate games that do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh hey, it's like really obscure. Oh, someone's got the Corona back there.
Someone's got the corona?
I heard someone cough in the background.
Oh,
yeah,
you can
it's
hear
like
that. Oh,
It's a witch hunt.
it
He's
is
got
a witch
COVID.
hunt.
He's got the Rona. No.
Okay, you can do a combat roll by pressing the L trigger to roll towards your opponent.
Say that again?
If you hit the L trigger, you can do a combat roll to roll towards your opponent.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, gotcha.
Uh-oh, I got it too.
You got corona. You got the COVID?
No, I actually got I've had a sore throat for a couple days. I just need to get over it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's spring. Lots of people have allergies.
Exactly.
Lots of people are getting common colds. There's still a bunch of other stuff going around. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause.
No, it's like an awful combination. So.
Really? Yeah. But you know what I've heard actually is that if you're sick, if you're like already sick with something else, like the flu or something, and then you get it, your immune system's already revved up.
It's all revved up and ready to go.
And probably will kill it off right away. You know the crazy thing, and we probably, I don't know if people want to really talk about this right now, considering that we're trying to, I guess, I was just thinking like one of the dangers about it is not really the virus as much as it is your own immune system just like attacking the hell out of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to turn this stream into like let's talk about what everybody's seeing on all the other.
Yeah, I think it's best we keep this to Saturn, but I guess for the most part, it's like, I guess it's natural to talk about since, it's the reason.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the elephant in the room.
Dude, you had like a sliver of health left on Nabi, and you died.
Yeah. Welcome to fighting games. It's like, oh, I'm gonna beat him. Oh, like every time that happens to me, like Street Fighter, I'm about to beat them. They'll come out with some BS combo and kill me. It's like, thanks.
Another thing, since it's the A button, since block is the A button, I keep hitting pause on accident because it's just so close on the controller.
Oh jeez.
That's one way to get a KO. Just knock each other out at the same time.
Oh jeez.
I just noticed the quarantine stream up there in the top left. That's
Orange
hilarious.
stream.
Oh yeah. Well, I have to play around with it. I have to try to have a sense of humor.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Oh jeez, I'm getting hit by everything in resistance.
Dude. Oh no, the baby's crying in the other room. That's not good. She's throwing all, this whole thing is throwing people off of, throwing both the boy and the girl off their sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you were telling us earlier that
Yeah.
it's like it's been difficult because like it's throwing everyone's schedule out of whack.
Yeah.
I know my pets keep staring at me, wondering what's going on.
He got the...
Yeah. Yeah, my roommate's dog has been a little bit calmer because we're not leaving all the time. Because my roommate's dog has super anxiety.
Yeah. This is definitely different from Virtua Fighter 2, is what I'm... And if you've, like, basically trained yourself on Virtua Fighter 2,
Yeah,
it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, especially with that block on the A button. I could imagine that's
Yeah.
making things harder
Yeah.
than anything.
Well,
Are you sure
I
it's
mean,
not like one of those optional things where it's like you can hit the A button or just hit nothing?
no. If I
Oh.
hit nothing, he's just going to own me.
It's gonna pummel your ass. Also, you missed an opportunity to call this the Quarren stream. Cheesy, I know, but you know,
Wow, wow.
I'm all about that cheese. Also, another complaint about the Panzer thing is that it maps the 360 button to the little shoulder buttons. I kind of wish it was the triggers, so that way it's like it's because your arm's usually resting in there.
Well,
I like
I can see it making a little better sense in the modern controls because you use the triggers to shoot in the modern controls,
Yeah.
and then using the bumpers, to go between 360. And granted, I don't know why it's sluggish on that first 360 movement. If you just keep hitting it, it goes around pretty quickly, but that first hit's just
Sorry,
a
I gotta
little
pause
slow.
this for a second.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
talking.
do your thing.
Oh geez, I'm getting my butt whooped. They sure don't pull punches in this game towards levels 4.
Right.
But it's getting my Star Fox fill, and I really like Star Fox. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Stairfax temperatures.
Stairfax. I need to finish Star Fox Zero too. That was I actually found it really interesting, and
It was a fun
it's
game. I
not
liked
one
it.
that, yeah, and they can't port it to the Switch exactly because of the way they use the the little screen on the controller.
Yeah, the gamepad made it kind of difficult to port a lot of Wii U games.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing either. It's
Yeah.
going to make some of those things a little bit of a gem.
Yeah, make it. Yeah, not to mention it's like one of those. I said it's like the underrating Dreamcast. Like, oh, it's going to be the Dreamcast of the. The thing is, I think the Dreamcast of this century is definitely going to have to go to the Vita.
Yeah,
Because I think Vita has those really obscure, weird games, all the anime games and stuff. That's sort of the thing. That
Yeah,
the Vita
yeah.
was known for, so.
right.
The thing about it though is that it's better because the majority of them are in English, so you can play any weird anime game you want. Just
This
the
is
bummer
true.
is They stopped making PS Vita games because even limited
Yeah,
run stopped.
which is a real shame because it really is a good system.
It is, but its time came unfortunately, and it didn't sell.
That is true. Yeah. And so now we have things like, the Switch, which is a fantastic system in its own right.
Yeah, it's got all those underrated anime games, so it's kind of good. I'm just kind of bummed I sold my Vita because it's like I didn't really play it.
Oh man, you got rid of it? See, I've still got my original OLED Vita.
That's what I wanted to get. I had the LED one, but I wanted the OLED Vita.
I gotcha.
But then I ended up
Yeah,
just not.
Oh, that was an awesome move that he did. Kind of like a wrestling, got up on the wall there.
Where'd you go, Dave? Your person's gone.
My
Your
person?
Cam's gone. Your cam's gone.
Oh,
your
I have it
turn
on
off
the
and went to
gameplay cam. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'll switch it over when I die, which I inevitably will. Oh, see, and then he grabs me. This guy's good.
You get the grabbing down yet?
No, not at all. I try to get
Oh.
in close quarters for a grab, and then he just grabs me. That's the thing, is when you get in real close.
You can do a you can cancel a grab that they're trying to do on you by hitting the grab button again. So basically hit A and B. Yeah, if they're trying to grab you.
Got it.
It cancels theirs.
I will try. Okay, I mean, even trying to do... Dude, that's the first successful grab I've done.
Yeah, I'm up to Guardian and Panzer right now.
This guy's all about blocking too. Like he blocks a lot, which makes it harder.
Right.
He's the blocker with a Z.
And then he got me in a hole. Yeah, so it's still fun. It's still fun, even though I'm getting my ass handed to me. I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure,
feel
yeah.
like I feel like I'm coming to grips with it, with the engine or the control scheme, like as we're talking.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see here.
And it's a fun game to watch too.
And you know, the second you take your hand off the block, the AI is like really smart. Like the second you take your hand off block, it's attacking, especially as you get on in your opponents. You know, as you advance with your opponents, it's like I feel like it's incredibly closely timed. Like I'll take my finger off A, and then he's just like already blocking me. Come on, get him while he's down. Kick him while he's down.
Damn, I saw him back. Just freaking lay your ass out.
Oh no, that was me. Oh, you're behind. That's right.
Yeah, I'm behind. I was like, I just saw you can lay your ass out flat.
The other thing is, it's all about getting those kind of like combo attacks where you're just kind of like doing an onslaught. There, finally. And I picked her because I like her weapons. I like those billy club things. You know, she's supposed to be like a police officer or like a...
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Army. Oh, actually, what does it say?
Air Force.
Air Force. So, okay, yeah, she's Air Force.
It's even on her little hat thing.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
you're right. It is right there. Air Force.
It's like some last Bronx fan you are.
No, I never claimed to be like a... I never claimed to be like an expert on this. No, that's why I'm playing it, because
You're not straight out of Bronx.
I got like all these games that I need to play more. Now I have time to do it.
You know, it's kind of funny. My grandfather is actually from the Bronx. I know it's kind of a weird point to point out, but you know.
Your
I guess he had
grandfather's?
nothing- Yeah, he's from the Bronx, New York.
Cool. Dodgers fan?
No, he likes the Yankees. Wait, why'd he be a Dodgers fan?
Weren't they originally from the Bronx? Wasn't it the Brooklyn Dodgers?
You know, I don't remember. Maybe. I'm not a big baseball fan. I'll ask him though. Maybe. That was like in the 1940s, so.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess
that
he'd
when
be a
they were?
Yankees fan now, but you said he was your grandfather, so I don't know how old he is.
He's like 80. Oh, he just turned 80 this year.
Could be a Giants
the
fan.
You know, I think he was more of a baseball guy, but I'm a Giants fan. My dad likes the Jets though, but
Oh, I was talking about baseball. New York Giants, like before
New
they
York
moved to San Francisco.
that's why it gets confusing. I thought you meant the New York Giants as in the current.
Yeah,
New
well,
York
both the
Giants.
Dodgers and the Giants were from New York, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Some baseball. Oh, yeah, no, you said you're into...
I had said I didn't know fucking baseball. My grandfather did though. Maybe.
Dude,
I
he's
don't know.
gonna...
You're
I think I'm just
And
gonna
it's 15.
try... let's just chat, and I'll just
Okay.
run through because nobody really wants to watch me get my ass kicked constantly. For anybody who's tuning in that was tuning in last time, sorry I had to leave so abruptly, but she's a daddy's girl, and I had to go in there and relieve the opening pitcher so no, I was able to get my daughter down to sleep finally after I guess my wife was struggling there for like 45 minutes. But yeah, so since nobody really wants to watch me get my ass kicked, I'm just gonna run through some of the extra features on here while we chat it up. So let's see. Keep talking though, Ben. You were talking about Killer Queen, or were you starting to talk about another title?
Okay.
Were you talking about
I'll keep
that
going.
Brawler game as well? Brawlhalla.
Yeah, we'll get back to that one real quick. But
Listen,
so
we gotta go to the main topic, which is Animal Crossing. I'm just joking.
No, so Killer Queen is $15. You can get it. It's so cheap. It's very much worth it. And so the people that it's for is people that enjoy Saturn Bomberman. If you like Saturn Bomberman, if you like that 10-player local multiplayer, then you're really going to love Killer Queen. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just you get 8 Joy-Cons, you get 8 people, and just have a blast. You'll be playing this for hours.
Yeah, and I don't know if you ever played it in the arcade, just Killer Queen. Usually they have them at some barcades around the countries. Did you ever play the original Killer Queen, Ben?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I remember all the cons I go to, I don't know if you, because I know you go to like PAX and stuff, right?
Yep.
That's probably where you played it at, right?
I first played Killer Queen at, I think it was PAX. No, not PAX. It was Portland Retro Gaming Expo is where I first played it.
Yeah, one of those cons.
Yeah, one of those. Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be making out the PRGE this year.
I don't think I will be either. I think I
don't think anybody's going to be.
This is true, sadly.
Mostly because it's canceled. So.
Yeah, but aside from the point that it's canceled, you wouldn't be making it out there for other reasons.
All the cons I want to go to are canceled. Like the ZapCon in Arizona got canceled. Phoenix Comic Con got moved to September.
Have any of you guys had that Java tea?
The what? Java tea?
Java tea. It's advertised there on the building in the background there.
No. Is that anything like the crappy programming language Java?
Nothing like the crappy programming language Java. You just like lost some viewers there.
Okay.
But I think it was like I think it was like Josta or something. You know, it was like
dude. Josta,
tea or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I miss Josta.
I mean,
is that sort of like
take me back to the 90s. I mean, seriously.
You know, some people sell that stuff on eBay for like high prices.
That's disgusting.
I know, isn't it? It's like 25 years old.
The energy drink that tied into the Matrix. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Remember the phone that tied into the Matrix? There was like a Samsung
I always wanted that
phone.
one when I was a kid.
It was like
I
a
remember
Switchblade or something like that.
Yeah, I always wanted
it was
that.
really cool looking.
But my mom never let me have the cola or the phone, which is probably the best thing she could have done for me, because the phone is kind of a dumb gimmicky thing.
Oh,
and
sure.
I'm pretty sure the energy drink would have fucked me up.
Were any of you guys into Jolt Cola?
I was,
no,
yes.
I heard about it.
Oh yeah, man, that was like the early 90s gamer energy drink of choice.
I thought that was balls.
You didn't have a whole lot of choices back then before like Red Bull. You had like Jolt Cola, and then there was like Josta, I think was the first thing,
and
with like
Surge.
Guarana and Surge.
Surge,
that's
yeah.
the good stuff.
Surge.
Yeah, Surge was.
Did you guys have balls out where you lived?
We did not. Although I do have a Surge story. It's kind of funny.
Oh gosh,
So,
I like the sound of this.
Oh yeah. All right. So I was a track runner back in the day. Okay, and so I do all these like sprinting stuff, and well, you know, energy drinks weren't really a thing. You know, we had Gatorade and Powerades and stuff like that, and so they're passing out Surge at the sporting events, and so I'm just thinking it's just another like Gatorade type drink. Refill your electrolytes and all that good stuff. So I had just done a race, and they passed this stuff out, and I'm like, oh, it's a caffeinated one. It tastes pretty good. It's fine. So I drank one down.
Oh God.
And then I go up
he was
to
addicted since.
not exactly. I do my next relay event, and get shaken up quite a bit for, obviously running at full speed. And yeah, I can't hold it in. I just spew all over the track as
That's
I'm running
disgusting.
around one of the corners.
Good
And so-
advertising.
oh yeah, it was great. And it's not Powerade. I can tell you that.
No, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Sorry, my XRGB is doing something really weird. I have to fix it.
I see it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like we got all sorts of like
You got no
it's like
green.
the neon sign in the background is going haywire.
Neon lights.
Oh man. So what's everybody playing right now?
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. So what do you think of that one so far?
Probably my favorite so far. I love Animal Crossing.
It's always a good thing.
I know this is a Sega stream, but sorry guys, Animal Crossing is way better.
Then what?
Than everything. No, it's one of my favorite games right now. I'll probably get over it once I play other games.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
it's I don't know. I always love Animal Crossing. It's like a Zen game. Still think, yeah, it's still a lot of fun game. But yeah, if you had to get Animal Crossing, get it.
Yeah, now I'm interested.
Yeah. That's
Everybody's
what-
telling
my-
me it's really good.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice, relaxing game. It isn't like, and the thing is, I think your kids might like it too, because you can play multiplayer on it.
Well, my
so-
kids would love it, but then again, they've
Yeah.
got they've got endless time to sink into that kind of thing. Me, like, I kind of stopped. I kind of got out of Animal Crossing games because my lawn would always end up like if I went away for a couple of days and I came back to it, I just feel so guilty because everything's like in disrepair, and people are upset at you, and it's just it's one of those things where you really have to be into it solid, and I find that I can't really commit to games like that these days like I used to be able to, so
Right.
am I alone in that? Or do you know what I'm talking about where
No, I know what you're talking about.
it requires a daily check-in from you. It's kind of like, when I had a Tamagotchi, and I kind of just let it be for a little too long
And
and
it
came
dies.
back and I'm like, okay, it's dead. You have
Well,
to start all over.
The good thing is that it's the Animal Crossing games are really forgiving, the newer ones.
Oh yeah?
So you can leave and it's like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, Isabel managed the town for you.
Oh right. Okay, so the one on the DS was the one that I was talking about. So New Leaf is actually the 3DS, right?
Oh yeah, okay. So you only played Wild World.
So yeah,
then.
no,
You're
Wild
behind.
World. That's right. I'm way behind. Yeah, Wild World.
Okay, so you didn't even play City Folk on the Wii.
No.
Some Animal Crossing fan you are. No, I'm just joking.
I'm not. But I have played, like I said, I've played all the Etrian Odyssey games, and I've played all the Persona Q games. So those are my time sink games.
Yeah.
Dungeon crawlers.
See, I think Stardew Valley does that too, where you basically, when you log out, it's still going, and then when you log back in, you may have overgrown areas and stuff like that.
So why is this watch mode even in the game? I'm kind of wondering.
For times like
For
these.
times like these where you just want to watch the computer play itself. I don't know.
I almost kind of imagine this is something you can put in the background when you're, say like you got some screens up in like a little man cave or something, and you just want something playing without it going constantly back to the title screen.
They got movies, portraits, aerial combo practice, free practice. I guess that's what I'll do, since I suck.
Go for it.
But I'm gonna use some of your advice, Ben.
Mr.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Let's
So
see if
yeah.
we can are you gonna
I'll-
pick the dumb American character?
No, I'm gonna pick Yoko.
You all about that Yoko?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he likes those weapons.
I like
More
those.
than just Yoko,
I
my dude.
forget what they're called. They're like batons or something.
The police beaters.
The police beaters. Yeah. No, I mean I could pick the guy with nunchucks or something too, but
Nunchuck man.
Okay, so it's gonna record my input. There's that. I don't know if this is looking weird on the capture, but it's 480i, so like on my screen it's flickering a little bit because of the XRGB doing the Bob deinterlacing.
Oh, okay.
But if it's not coming through on the capture.
So I see the I don't know if you can see it on your end, but like vertical lines in those boxes.
Oh, yeah, I see that on my end. That's
okay.
That's coming in on the image too.
Okay.
But see right there when she got him down there, it was flickery on the CRT, but it doesn't look like it was flickery in the stream, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, right. I don't think it's coming across on the stream.
Okay, so in practice mode, it's very easy to do a throw, but in practical use, usually they are really quick. So that does that does like a downward attack. So Z does like a downward attack, C does like a kick, and then if you interesting.
You just reminded me how much I enjoy throwing villains off of buildings in that Spider-Man for PS4.
Oh man, I need to play that game.
Have you not played it? It's amazing.
My roommate has it, but I keep forgetting to play it. I do need to though. I really like Spider-Man, but I keep forgetting to play it.
It's very well done. You'll really like it.
Fair.
I killed it. I killed the stream. I'm gonna put it in easy here. I'm gonna keep
mode.
the match point 2. At least this will give me a chance to warm up. But yeah, there's only like 5 people watching, so. Oh well.
Oh, we got 6.
Oh, we got 6.
Yeah, we're up 1.
We're up 1.
666, the number.
You guys are
beast.
gonna have to carry it.
Okay, we got this.
You're gonna have to talk about some really controversial stuff, you know.
All right, Animal Crossing is better than Persona 5.
And
Wow.
the new
That is
Panzer
controversial.
Dragoon remake is amazing.
It's better than the original.
That was awesome what she just did. She just kind of like grabbed me and did like a little face kick. It was very... Sometimes I'm amazed at what the opponents can do to you.
This is better. Oh, no controversial opinion. This is better than Virtua Fighter.
There you go.
that is very controversial. You know,
To be honest, anything's
okay.
better than that game. That game's awful.
So, Virtua Fighter versus Dead or Alive.
Ooh, that's hard. Probably
Virtua
Virtua Fighter.
Okay.
Sam would disagree with you. I know Sam, the SSG,
Sam?
he's a huge Dead or Alive fan. I think he did like a video series.
He really likes the plot.
Oh yeah, it's the plot.
Really good plot.
It's a double D plot, right?
Yeah. But yeah, no, both of those games are. If I had to pick one, probably Virtua Fighter.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
But yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So the next one, Virtua Fighter versus the Virtua Fighter remix that came out for the Saturn. Do you think that the remix was a good enough improvement over the original?
I actually don't know that much about it to be able to give a valid opinion.
What was
Yeah,
the question
okay.
again, Ben? Remix?
Virtua Fighter versus the Virtua Fighter remix. Was it a big enough improvement over the original?
It was a big improvement, but it came out like right around the same time as Virtua Fighter 2, right?
I think so. It was like right before it, wasn't it?
Right, like very close timing. So it was like everybody kind of was just like, well, yeah. I think it was the timing was everything. Had the Saturn been released with what we got as remix, I think people would have loved it, you know.
Sure.
But because it was like too late, I wouldn't say it was too little. It was just too late, you know.
Okay,
Too
sure.
late.
Although that does give me an idea for doing we should do like a comparison video between the two.
Well, so Nick already did like an amazing video recently, and there is a lot of comparison in his video, the Pandemonium reviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see it?
I did not see that one.
You should
So
definitely
if I,
watch it. Definitely watch it. It's an excellent video, and he the very interesting part of his video is that he basically provides quite a bit of proof, or at least quite a bit of speculative proof that that they were actually ready to release it on the Saturn's launch and held it back instead. Like that there was evidence, and it's pretty substantial evidence that it was actually ready at the time of the Saturn's early launch, and yet they held on to it for whatever reason, you know.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It's an excellent video. I mean, all of Nick's videos are excellent, I think.
Right.
And I'm not just being biased because he's a SHIRO, but no, it really is a good video, and you should definitely watch it. It's very educational.
We'll have to check it out.
Very educational.
Educational. But to answer your question, I don't know. I think it's just it came too late. So yeah, people appreciated it, but they were just kind of like, yeah, we should have gotten this, you know?
Right.
Instead of that.
Yeah, but I really like the original Virtua Fighter's flat shaded polys, but it looks a lot better on the arcade, you know?
Yep, I do know what you're talking about there.
Have any of you guys figured out a way to do, besides MAME, have you guys figured out a way to do Model 1 emulation?
Oh, no, let me look at that, because see, I've done different type of emulators or arcade machines, you know, build up with specific hardware. Let me look at that. I'm going to go silent just for a couple of minutes while I check my files that I've got. So I'll take a look.
Yeah, because Nick was asking me about, you know, if I had access to a Model 1 emulator, and I thought I did. And then I looked in my game files, and it turns out I have a Model 2 emulator and a Model 3 emulator. Both work pretty well on beefy hardware, but I don't have anything for Model 1. So I know there are some like MAME setups that maybe can do Model 1, but I'm not sure. Patrick, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm playing Animal Crossing.
You're playing Animal Crossing. Well,
I'm just chilling out.
Yeah.
I should lead stuff. But yeah.
So what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing in Animal Crossing.
I'm in a friend's village, and they gave me glasses, so now I have glasses on my character.
So that's what that's the draw.
That's the draw.
You went to a friend's village, and you got glasses. Now, is there still that? Do they still put like Easter eggs in there, like old NES games and stuff? Because it was my understanding that with the GameCube version, you could like emulate a bunch of NES games. Correct?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any in this one, but I think the biggest one. Well, in this one probably not. I know the other one you can probably get them, the original, but I don't know about Wild World and the City Folk. I think there's only the original.
They always get like this cheap shot off on me while I'm trying to do like a combo.
The cheap guys. Cheapy cheaps.
Truth is, I'm not great at fighting games, but I still enjoy playing them. I guess this is the same.
Yeah, they're fun.
I'd totally, like, if my brother was here, it'd be the same outcome. I'd be getting owned because he's so good at 2D, 3D fighters, all of it. But
to be honest, it'd be a lot more fun if you had somebody to play against.
Sure.
And that way they can talk salt and, you know, say, "Oh, you suck."
It'll be so cool if someday we figure out the whole like input and streaming like over VoIP, or not over VoIP, but like over a streaming solution like this, where we're actually able to take the Saturn's like 2-player input.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work. There would be too much latency involved, probably.
Yeah. It's probably better
it's
just
fun
to, get,
to
like,
think
an
about.
emulator.
It's possible with emulators, is what Cameron told me. Zayden, he told me that it's possible with emulators.
You know, it's kind of funny. Zayden was just in here like yesterday.
Yeah, but he never joins the chat or anything.
He was just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
I wonder if something like a modified X band could do something like that.
It'd be rad if it could.
Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
so you meant Zidane as in Cameron? Canada? Cameron?
Yeah, no, not Cameron from Canada. Cameron from Texas. Zidane. He's
Yeah,
the
Zidane.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah,
he
who
did the
programmed
VoIP stuff.
yeah, the VoIP stuff. Yeah.
I got you. Oh yeah, no, yeah, he was in here the other day. I was just chilling out with him.
Yeah, he said that it's built into one of the Saturn emulators. I don't remember which one, if it was Mednafen or, but that would be really rad.
Yeah, no,
I really actually like the Mednafen emulator. I think it works really well. Yeah, exactly. The one that nobody really knows how to say.
Mednafen. I always called it Mednafen, but then but there's like a little bug for the icon, so I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
I think it is called Mednafen.
Mednafen. Okay, well, sounds like it honestly sounds like a drug.
Yeah,
really good Mednafen.
Either that or a wizard.
Oh yeah. Also, speaking of Animal Crossing, I just remembered. I don't know if you guys ever watched Dragon Ball Z. But if you guys remember Yamcha when he died, I have like a little pattern of him dead on my ground. So that's kind of funny.
Okay, to answer your question, Dave, about the Model 1, the MAME is the only one that successfully emulated it so far. There was a secondary emulator that was in early... Yeah. The secondary emulator that had looked into it basically was early stages, never got finished.
I gotcha.
Never finished, never satisfied.
And I guess nobody has really bothered to... I mean, you know, that's great if they can do it with MAME, but it would be cool if somebody wrote a core for the Mister, right? That would be rad.
Yeah, because I don't feel like it would take that much.
I guess it really comes down to the so few games, right?
Yeah.
That's usually what it is when it comes to like interest in coding that kind of thing. It really comes down to like how many games are there at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot of people that are really excited
Damn it.
or like enthralled about it.
But I mean, you know, to be able to play, you know, I mean, how much does an original Virtua Fighter cabinet cost? But if you could have a Mister, you know, and a CRT and a cabinet, you could make your own Virtua Fighter setup classic if you go for that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really cool thing to have. But I think core would be good, but it all comes down to the effort and the amount of ability to do it, and the feasibility, I guess.
That's like I'm building up my Radiant Silver Gun cabinet right now.
Oh yeah, nice. How's that going?
Going to be amazing. It's going pretty good. Oh, speaking of which, now that I'm back home, I'm going to shoot that video for both of you guys specifically for the Saturn STV boards.
Oh yeah,
and I'll get those.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll get those mailed out to you because they're both working.
Nice.
I'm
glad to hear it.
I've actually been looking. There's a guy locally who's selling a super gun that I might be able to use just for that. So,
what kind of super gun is it?
It is. You know what? I could check.
I'd be careful with those things because it could be damaging to equipment.
It is something I recognized, and now it's not coming to my mind. But hold on a second.
I gotcha.
What color is it?
It is.
It's brown.
No. It's a Windy Gaming ATP 300.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
The thing is that the audio has issues. I don't know about the video, but apparently, if you don't get the audio attenuated right, it could blow out your speakers.
Okay.
Wherever you're streaming to, so it's
in other words,
it's basic.
Low volume.
It looks like it just has S video out. There is no.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually has an audio attenuation switch off on.
Yeah, I think it might be messed up though, from what I remembered.
Interesting.
But
okay.
I'd be to be honest with, I think a lot of the newer ones, you can just plug directly into the audio headphone app. I mean, that's what I do for my Neo Geo. I just get the audio out of that because it's already attenuated for line level, and just hook that directly into my receiver versus even bothering going through my my super gun for the audio.
Or I got an idea. Dave, your wife does electronics, right?
She does, but the biggest problem with that right now is that she does not have I basically took over what was her bench, because like okay, so she has, and I can't really show you guys at the moment, but I've taken pictures of it before. But basically, there's limited space in our garage, and there's a counter here where I have like all of my consoles and two CRT monitors set up, and that was her workbench before. But you know, I had to move out into the garage because my daughter, we made my old studio her new bedroom, and we kind of agreed that since my wife was doing like night classes, she'd give up the bench and I'd, you know, have her go to school and, you know, take care of the kids on Tuesday and Thursday nights. It was kind of like a trade kind of thing, you know. So now, so she doesn't really have, all that stuff is packed up, and she doesn't have an easy ability to, you know, just solder stuff on the fly or do any kind of rework.
No, I think
that's fair.
I understand that for sure.
We'll get there though. We'll get there someday.
Yeah, right now my workbench that I usually use is taken up by my roommate's desk, so all my soldering stuff's on hold because he basically took over the kitchen table with his work desk and monitors.
I do have there's another counter in the garage here, but I'm also taking that over for Saturn Dave stuff, like for the reproduction stuff. I have like a stacked paper cutter, so I guess you could say it's all my fault because I couldn't clear that area off and give it to her.
Did you still have that other CRT monitor?
I have quite a few, actually. I have quite a few. Okay. Yeah, I've got...
I remember you had that one. We couldn't figure out the logistics of getting that to me.
I know, right?
I mean, like I said, I'd be... If you're willing to, I could pay for the shipping of it and you can ship it over, but...
I'm not going to ship this thing. It's 74 pounds. And I'd have to put it on like a slab, you know? So, yeah, I have... Believe it or not, Pat, I'm actually using the monitor that I'm supposed to give to you. Yeah. So, you know, I've talked about my Mitsubishi Diamond Pro 2070, which it's a beast. And it is. It is. It's like a low. I'm not gonna say it's any better than like a D24, but I mean it looks really good, and you can play high. The cool thing is, you know, you can play some really high resolution PC games with it as well. So it's kind of, you know, the best of both worlds. But it also goes all the way down to, I mean, with an XRGB2, you can do, you know, 240p line doubled. But the thing is, when I moved out to the garage, I stacked all my monitors up side by side, and I'm giving Pat this 22-inch. It's an NEC multi-sync FE 1250 Plus, and it's technically, like on paper, it's an inferior monitor, and it doesn't have as many inputs, to be honest, as the Diamond Pro. But side by side, this one smoked the other one. Like I tried for probably an hour or two to get the Diamond Pro to look as bright and like crisp as this one, and I couldn't. So I was just like, okay, I'm using Pat's monitor until he feels like coming and picking it up.
The things I want, because I got that retro PC and I want to get that monitor so I can have it for my retro PC.
Talk about overkill. Oh my god, like nobody back in the day had a monitor like that for their retro. I guess,
but you know me.
Yeah. Well, I
overdo everything.
So I've got a 19-inch Trinitron over here. It's a 19-inch Dell Trinitron, so I've got that Tate'd, and so it's basically the same height as my 22-inch NEC multi-sync. It works out really well. Mm-hmm. And then I've got the 2070 SB put away for now, but I assume I'll crack it out when you pick up your monitor.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just spamming the punch button here. I'm having more fun talking to you guys than actually paying attention to what I'm doing. So
it's cool. It's cool. I'm kind of like going back and forth between this and playing Animal Crossing. I know I probably should be.
We're down to 4 viewers. They're like the most hardcore. They are the most hard.
We gotta
totally.
Ryan collects. So said anger laugh intensifies. I'm guessing that's a reference to one of the characters. Maybe it's him reacting to us being lazy.
I do need to get this video made for you guys so I can send these out. These boards are sitting on my desk, and both of them have the Die Hard arcade in them ready to go.
I'm about to beat up some friggin' terrorists. But...
That's really nice of you, Ben. I mean, like,
yeah, thanks again, Ben.
Yeah,
really
I've got to think about something that I could send to you that you would actually want. Let me know if you want any of my custom games. I could make a one-off for you, and I'll put your face on it or something.
The Ben edition.
The Ben edition.
That could be fun.
Yeah,
yeah. I'd be curious. Yeah, let's roll with that. I'd be curious to see what you come out with.
What's your favorite game of what I've done? Like, do you like Parodius or Mega Man or?
Let me take a look, because I actually put in 2 game orders.
Did you really?
Okay. Yeah.
You might be down on the lists.
Yeah, sure. Okay, tell you what. Okay, you'll find me on the list there. I won't be upset. You can do whatever you want creative-wise with the covers.
This headphone jack cable is like killing me.
Yeah, actually, Dave, if you're gonna get a super gun, I might need to get you something for that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he uses DV15, right?
See my suit.
What?
Go ahead.
Damn it. Every time I try to say something, then I get my ass kicked because I'm not very good at like talking and gaming at the same time. Which means I probably shouldn't be streaming.
Hey, you know what? You gotta do you, Dave. You gotta do you.
That's all I can do.
See, I've got a interesting super gun. Mine is red. It's got a SEGA Saturn controller ports, which I thought was interesting. And so I can basically just hook a controller up to this one and plug it into the board, and that's how I was playing earlier. Yeah. I don't know what it's called though. It's like the CPS2. Hang on, the C-Box Jamma Box, something or another. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
This guy's quick. Damn it.
Yeah. I need to get my super gun some love. It's been collecting dust in my cabinet for quite a bit. But I don't know. I haven't been really into playing any Neo Geo stuff recently, especially with the Mr. Core out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's great. I've heard the Mr. Core for Neo Geo is like, it's like virtually perfect.
It's really good. It's really good, and I got the upgraded RAM for it, so I can play all the games on it now.
Have you done any like side-by-side comparisons since you also have an MBS?
I actually have not, and I don't have the capability to capture it right now because I basically just have it running directly into my PVM. But I should probably get like an RGB cable and just run it directly into it. The only thing that's at my super gun is sort of underneath my TV, and my switch box is like halfway across the room, so I'd have to get a long ass cable for that.
I've got some interesting effects that go on when I'm playing my Neo Geo. It's basically an original Neo board hooked up to a LCD monitor, and it's got some like aliasing up in the top corner that curls just a little bit on the top of the screen.
Are you sure it's a CRT?
It's because it's definitely a LCD. That's what's funny is because it's like a CRT effect and doing it on an LCD, and so
it might be something with the caps if that's the case.
Oh yeah, it's true. Could be. Maybe
try like a recap or something, or maybe have you cleaned the connector?
Yes, I cleaned the connector. I haven't done a recap though yet, so that may be it.
So yeah, maybe try recapping some of the video stuff. But to be honest, the boards are so cheap for those. It's probably just a more efficient if you just buy a new board. Right. I know that's kind of like, just get a new console, but like, I mean,
I don't know. See, I like doing all the electronic repair too. So like, I'm like, okay, cool, cap change. Let's do this. So
yeah, no, it's interesting. My friend has actually tried to recap a Capcom PSU, but he kind of gave up and just gonna get a new one.
Nice.
He's like, yeah, fuck this.
What else has been going on? I don't know.
Living like a gangster?
Like a gangster, right? Just all the way.
No, same here, man. Living like a gangster. Not really.
Yeah, we got a bunch of games I want to be pulling out for the Saturn, for all sorts of different things. Want to give it a try. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, once we're out of the quarantine, I know I've been talking about it for a very long time. We actually have enough people to do the 10-player Bomberman over at my house, and so I got enough people that agreed to let me do a recording stream of it.
That'd be awesome.
So.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hello. Yep. Yeah, we
Oh,
got you.
here.
Sorry.
I was just saying that would be awesome.
Oh, definitely.
I've only actually heard about 10-player Bomberman games, and I've like seen them in videos and stuff, but I've never participated in one.
The
I'd love to
first,
participate in it.
yeah, the first one I ever did was again was PRGE. They actually have a 10-player setup up there, and what they did was they have a block of wood that they have the Saturn and the multi-taps just kind of screwed into, so they're kind of one-piece unit, I guess you could say. And the mess of controller wires is crazy. And when I've done it here at the house, it's crazy too. It's just there's so many wires everywhere.
Too many wires. I can imagine. You should get some wire management going on there.
Hard to do when you got 10 players playing the same game and they're all everywhere, all over the place.
Damn, we really need to have a SHIRO meetup or something.
What'd be great is if we had like 10 people on the wireless controllers, and although that'd be pricey, but that would be a really cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Whose audio is peaking? One of you guys' audio is peaking. I just don't
It's
know.
not mine, is it?
Ben, talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
hello,
Ben's.
how are you?
Ben,
Oh,
turn down
okay.
your gain a little bit.
One sec, sorry.
Gain.
No, it's okay. You just you're hitting the red.
Okay, how about now?
You're
Just
good.
redlining.
Yeah, you're
Any
both-
better? Is this
No,
good?
no, yeah. You just hit the red.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, hopefully mine's okay. I had some red line issues, but you know, I kind of had to fix my mic level to get it good.
You hit the red too, Pat. Just I mean, I could
Yeah.
get up and actually turn you guys down in OBS,
That's cool.
but I just
think
figured.
I think I'm just too close to the mic. My mic's really sensitive.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully this level is fine. I had it like
Yeah, you're good.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I just put it a little bit close away from my face, so it's not like right in my face. Actually, building some villagers' homes right now. They asked me to build their homes, so that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna do a big drop just to see if this affects it.
Big drop energy.
All right, so how does that work? Is that better?
Yeah, you guys aren't peaking anymore.
Okay, let me bring it up to a little bit. How about there?
No, now you're in the red.
Okay, I'm bringing it down.
Yeah,
And how
you
about
were
that?
fine when you were fine before when you just had it. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe you guys are like eating the mic or something.
I'm not eating now. I'm like right here, right next to it.
Yeah, I keep my mic at the same distance which is about 4 to 6 inches. So
Yeah, it's right here. Hopefully my mic isn't peaking right now, but you know. I'm just building people's houses in Animal Crossing right now.
all right. It is 5:45 East Coast time. I'm going to go start making some dinner.
All
so
right,
I'm going
sounds
to go
good.
ahead and get off of here. It has been an absolute pleasure joining you guys. Enjoyed talking to y'all.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is good
thanks.
talking to you, Mr. Ben.
Definitely. Everybody, yeah, and everybody listening to the stream, thank you for listening. I'm heading out. These guys are still going to go on, so I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you on the flip
All right,
side,
see you,
my
Ben.
dude.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
See you later, Mr. Ben. Catch you on the flip side. Wee.
Yeah, some of these guys block a hell of a lot more than the other, which makes it difficult.
Difficult or impossible?
Yeah. Oh, this is the guy on the cover. He's crazy. I think he's actually supposed to be your brother, Yoko's brother. I think
Yoko's
that's
brother,
what I remember
Yoko,
reading.
too. He should probably get his eyes fixed.
He should get that eye fixed.
I don't know. I like like they both use the weapon.
Yeah. It looks like the thing from the like eye goggles from Jurassic Park. You know? The headgear.
Yeah, I actually never watched Jurassic Park in quite a long time.
You haven't?
It's been a while since I watched it, yeah.
Yeah, from my lost brother. So that's what she's saying, is that this is her lost brother.
My brother.
Dang. His hits do a lot of damage.
He's hitting that.
That was like a Matrix moment where we both hit each other and flew back.
Dang. That reminds me, I need to watch that movie again. I gotta catch up before, they release the
No! You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, did you hear about the new Matrix movie?
What's that?
Did you hear about the new Matrix?
I did, actually. Yeah, I heard that the Wachowski sisters are doing a new Matrix.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited about that. They just started filming for it. They had video of Keanu Reeves and whoever plays Trinity, like, on the motorcycle doing that stuff. So it's kind of cool. I'm really excited to actually watch that.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have a new Matrix film after how long? I don't know.
20 years.
20 years?
No, it's been it's almost 20 years. Yeah, 2003, I think.
I mean the original. No, yeah, you're right. I was saying since the original came out, but you're right. The 2003 is.
It'd be longer. It'd be 21 years if that's the case.
I cannot beat this guy, even on easy. Red eye. I'm gonna take the red eye.
Take the red eye to Paris.
I don't know. It's probably the COVID situation is probably better over there, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably worse, but
No, we're like the worst in the world right now.
Are we? I thought it was Italy where they have like a bunch of deaths.
Well, we've surpassed China as far as like number of cases.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess when you consider how big the U.S. is,
lots of bodies.
It's blowing up.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can stay away from work for a little bit longer, but well, I meant like work from home at least. I like working. I just want to work from home, so I don't get the infection. I don't get down with the sickness as the band Disturbed refers to. So
yeah,
your brother's kicking
I need to practice this game a little bit more before I end up streaming it online. Because I'm just sucking it up.
Yeah, you should get one of those fight sticks for it.
Yeah, that would be rad. I don't know if I would do any better. Oh, dude, spamming the punch button really worked on him. That didn't work on other guys.
I do think it's kind of funny seeing you guys beat each other up with that stick. You kicked his ass, though.
Yoko!
Yoko, oh no. I'm excited to go play Die Hard on that console, the arcade board, the Titan STV.
Oh yeah, that'll be awesome.
So I'm excited for that one. I'm gonna see if I can get the Darksoft multi cart for that, and that way I can have all the good stuff.
How much did one of those run you?
I didn't buy it yet. Let me go check how much they're gonna sell for. Give me a second here. Oh, you beat it.
It's a short game. And I also think on easy, I think it's like fewer opponents.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Looks like $230.
Oh, okay.
$230.
$230. I'm just trying to figure how much a multi-cart plus a super gun is gonna run me.
I'm trying to see because I don't see it on. Let's see, Darksoft's TPS2. Oh yeah, STV. Oh yeah, it's 250. And you can get a case for $15 more, which I'd probably recommend. I mean, it's not necessary, but it'd be kind of cool to have it so you can have something presentable, I guess. But to be honest, if you have the Void, it's going to sit in a closet anyway, so...
Yeah.
But I guess for presentation purposes...
All right. Well, and my XRGB is acting up again. I'm gonna hop off too. I'm gonna start helping prep dinner, I think. But
sounds good.
Appreciate you getting back on here with me and just rolling with the punches.
Yeah, that's half the fun, my dude.
Yep. Have fun with your Animal Crossing.
Sounds good.
Your Animals Crossing.
Saturn. Yeah, I'll make a shrine to Saturn Dave in here.
I'm gonna have to take this XRGB apart and do some soldering because this is really getting ridiculous.
I've heard people have said that has a lot of issues, the XRGB3.
It's the power button. Somehow this whole issue is linked to the like analog spring loaded power button. So like
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. I have no idea why it would, but that's exactly what the issue is. Because if I get up right now and I go mess around with the power button, it'll fix it until it decides to act up again. So I just need to open the darn thing and fix the issue. It's probably
at least you got a pro there to help you.
Yeah. I'm sure I could figure it out on my own too.
Yeah. I'm just saying that it's good to have that. I mean, it's good to have that extra layer of security.
Absolutely.
I know. I that's what I always love is that sort of thing where it's like the worst case, I'll just have somebody help me not mess it up. But usually I can get it working on my own. It just it's nice.
See, I just like temporarily fixed it by just messing with the power button. But yeah, it's weird. I guess it's one of the quirks about the old XRGBs is it was like completely analog, Yeah,
so. maybe want to look into like the OSSC and get like a DVI to VGA adapter and just use one of those.
Yeah, I was considering an OSSC, but I don't know. I really love this thing for most of what I throw at it.
It's fantastic for what you use it for.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's probably that that maybe if time comes you want to upgrade, maybe you might want to go with that solution.
Yeah, and it probably would be the next if I considered getting a different line doubler, it probably would be the OSSC. But
yeah.
Anyway, have a great rest of your day, Pat. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to Ben, who already left, for joining us, and to everybody else. Have a great rest of your weekend, and go check out that video that Nick uploaded about Virtual Fighter Remix. If you didn't get it, Pandemonium Reviews on YouTube. He did an amazing job with that. We were talking about that.
Yeah, he did a great job on that.
Little excerpt. Yeah, and then go play some of that Panzer Dragoon remake.
Yeah, and then play Last Bronx as well.
Yeah. Play Last Bronx, stream it, and do a better job than I did.
Yeah, make us look bad, please.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Pat. I will catch you later.
Later, my dude. Have a great night.
All right, you too.